My ex-husband painted me as an abusive monster in court, not knowing his mistress was testifying for me. I walked into the courtroom on the day of the custody battle, prepared for him to lie about me. He'd been a compulsive liar our whole marriage, and I knew he planned to use Amelia's trauma to prove I was an unfit mother. He took the stand teary-eyed, and the first thing he said was, "I just want what's best for our baby girl." The judge looked at him like he was a saint. My husband wiped his eyes dry and started lying about how Amelia came to him dirty and unfed after staying with me, about how he had proof I was active on dating sites, and that strange men frequented my apartment while Amelia was there. That's when he signaled to his lawyer, who pulled out my medical records. "Look," my husband said, signaling for the judge to look at my diagnosed clinical depression and anxiety. Depression is cruel. It can make someone neglect everything. The judge nodded slowly like he was agreeing. But depression doesn't excuse a monster. His eyes then narrowed in on me. Before I knew it, my ex was once again tearing up, now talking about how I was hurting Amelia. His lawyer pulled up photos of her bruises that occurred during lacrosse practice, accompanied with an audio recording of Amelia crying and begging mommy not to hit her. The judge stared at me in silence. Just as I thought it couldn't get worse, my husband started claiming I'd been not just wailing on Amelia, but physically and psychologically tormenting her too. He began angrily cursing at me, borderline shouting about how he used to cry seeing me lock Amelia in the dark closet for hours as punishment. When his lawyer asked him why he never stopped me, he yelled because she used to tell me she'd call police and say I beat her if I helped Amelia. He was so angry the judge had to tell him to calm down, and he responded by apologizing and saying this is just super cathartic and makes him emotional. The judge nodded like he understood, and then came the biggest blow of all. My ex broke down. He started full on sobbing, needing a tissue and requesting a minute to gather himself. While sniffling between his words, he said, "There's one more thing, that I've been selling Amelia's body to men for money." My jaw dropped. It was the biggest load of bullshit I'd ever heard. But he was painting these extremely vivid pictures about how Amelia came to him unclothed, asking if he wanted to do to her what mommy's boyfriends did. His tears were so convincing that it scared me. Next thing I knew, my ex-husband was getting off the stand in tears, and Amelia was getting on. She'd spent a lot of time with her dad lately, so I prepared for the worst. On the stand, she moved like a puppet and spoke in this mechanical voice I'd never heard before. She recited words too big for her and said terrible things about me hurting her when drunk. She described praying for dad to come save her because she felt like she was going to die if she stayed with me. When asked if she loved me, she simply said she was scared of me. My ex-husband kept looking right at her the entire time, gripping his chest like he was so proud of how strong his daughter was. When Amelia was done, my husband's lawyers requested restraining orders and psychiatric evaluations. They suggested that my daughter's life was at risk and told the judge they wanted to press criminal charges. The judge's disgust was visible. My ex-husband caught my eye and mouthed his victory. But here's the thing. I had an ace up my sleeve, and that ace came in the form of my only witness. My lawyer called her name, and I could literally see in real time how my ex-husband's demeanor changed. He went from crocodile tears and proud dad looks to angry, shocked, and deflated all at once. His lawyer actually tried to object, but the judge denied it. When she got on the stand, she identified herself as his girlfriend of 10 months, who got with him before we even divorced. She explained that after witnessing what my ex did to Amelia in his home, she couldn't watch as he got custody of her. My ex's lawyer actually tried to object relevance again, which was comical given what we're here for LOL. The woman then pulled out her phone and started showing the judge video after video. My ex laying hands on our daughter for spilling juice, him screaming until Amelia cowered, him literally hours before court visits coaching her to repeat specific lies about me. The most damning footage showed Marcus laying hands on Amelia so she could scream into his phone about how mommy hits her. He needed her to actually cry to sound real. That's why he used the belt. Right after that video ended, my ex actually got up from his seat and started screaming at the woman. "You're supposed to be on my side, you bitch!" Security had to step forward to calm him down, and the judge called an immediate recess. When we returned, he awarded me full